Welcome, traders. So let's have a look at the markets. It's 6:30 and 9th of, Wednesday, 9th of August. Euro dollar is still ranging. Let's just have a quick look at the news. So what have we got happening this week? So we've got Thursday, 1:30 tomorrow. We've got dollar news. Excuse my dog barking, by the way. She's playing in the pool, and so she's trying to get her toys out the water. So I would expect some increase in volatility then. Just hopefully a spike that kicks the market, gets it going, and so hopefully we get that. Okay, back to this. So nothing really happening there. Incredibly choppy. For day trading, it must have been miserable because the average daily range is going to have shrunk. Sterling is still looking more bearish than bullish. Look at this. Downtrend, yes, there's a level here, and it's a significant level, I think. But the market keeps wanting to push lower, so I'm just going to put that as a question mark there. We will see what happens with that. Aussie dollar continues to still look weak, and Kiwi dollar continues to look weak. So to me, they are looking more and more bearish. Not really seeing any setups today on these ones so far, but for day trading, they might offer something tomorrow. Okay, dollar yen continues to look nice and bullish. Looks really good. So far, all of these look, excluding euro dollar, the rest of them all look like you have a stronger US dollar. You've got GBP heading lower, Aussie heading lower, Kiwi heading lower, and dollar yen heading higher. So it points to a stronger dollar. Dollar Swissy is contained, similar to euro dollar, but it also looks like it just wants to break out there. So possibly what will happen tomorrow is we'll get some news and we'll get a breakout on that. Okay. Dollar CAD continues to kind of drip higher. Again, nothing significant there. Euro GBP looks bullish. Overall, we've got these higher lows. I don't see a setup at this time, but generally it looks more bullish. So Euro Yen looks good. Needs to have a breakout. So again, saying there could be an entry above the high, stop loss below the swing low here, swing low there, and then take it from there, or some kind of a breakout to retest. Euro Swissy now starting to look more and more bullish. So now starting to look more and more bullish. High lows starting to look like once they head higher. Possibly coming back into this level up here. So back up here before going down. Euro CAD starting to look bullish. So that's 4 euro pairs looking bullish. Euro GBP, Euro Yen, Euro Swissy, Euro CAD. Euro Aussie definitely looks bullish. I think this is another bullish setup there. Euro Kiwi also has broken out and looks bullish. So all the euro pairs looking nice and bullish there, which is interesting because euro dollar isn't going anywhere, but all the euro pairs are. So it hints at which way it's probably going to go. Pound yen also keeps pushing up. Fine. Pound Swissy is not offering any clarity. It's kind of range bound here, so I'm going to put another little box around it. Just this. So it's just got this range within a bigger range. It's a mess. Pound CAD still looks like it wants to climb higher. That could be a retracement, so it could be a continuation. A setup? Maybe. Tomorrow, maybe. Pound Aussie could be a similar thing. It's pulled back into the old high. Could be a similar thing. Could also result in a setup tomorrow. Pound Kiwi just dripping. Okay, so pound hasn't gone anywhere yet. Today hasn't really gone anywhere. This, I was looking at that finding support and looking bullish, but it's a bit of a mess. Aussie CAD now looks more bearish. Looking more bearish on that side, but the Aussie pairs are weak. So from my weekly analysis on the weekend, if you haven't seen it, it's not very long. I'm trying to keep them down to 15, 20 minutes now. If you can, watch it at 1.5 speed. You'll be done in 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes. 10 minutes tops, and then you can kind of get a sense of that. But Aussie pairs look weak to me. Aussie Swissy sort of continuing to drip below that, and Aussie Yen, both Swissy and Yen look like they're trying to turn out. Kiwi CAD still looks a bit weak, but it's also a bit range bound here. Kiwi Swissy testing that level again. Similar others today. Swissy pairs have all had an up day so far. There's Swissy pair. If you look at Pound Swissy, pushing up a little bit there. Euro Swissy definitely pushing higher, so we'll see. Okay, Kiwi Yen not offering much. So Kiwi pairs not offering anything. CAD Yen looks bullish. Nice and bullish, but no real setup there per se. I mean, you could trade these. You can put an entry here and stop loss below that. So you just kind of, that's actually your setup there. Your stop loss below that swing low, and then you trade it. But the problem is you're going to hit a little bit of resistance here or potentially up to there. So you definitely want to make sure in those cases you're taking partial profits, trailing your stop loss, that kind of thing. It's not a great setup, but it implies you can see where the market is going to go. Swissy yen, trying to break through that level. Maybe we'll get some news on the yen or something. It'll just break out or reject these levels. And again, another one, Swissy trying to push higher. So it looks to me as though the Swissy pairs are very choppy right now. Some trying to push a little bit higher. Let's go and have a look at the rest of the charts. Usman, how are you doing? Euro CAD. Let's have a look at Euro CAD. Didn't you ask me this yesterday? Yeah, so far it's broken the high. So overall we've got higher lows, we've got a bullish engulfing candle here, almost, slightly, possibly equal lows. Broken the high. Monthly looks good. Yeah, it's battling with that level. I'd love to see a nice momentum candle that just breaks and closes above there. So it still looks more bullish than bearish there. Okay, oh, that's interesting what's happened here. Just get that a little bit. Okay. Gold still looks bearish. Silver's going to be even more, so they've just continued to head down. Going back to gold, it's just still within that area. So within the monthly, it's still within these three candles. It hasn't really gone anywhere. So nothing there. Crude oils, really strong relatively. Well, that's there we go. So trying to break through that level. It's trying. That is a level of resistance. So it's trying to get through that. And the indices, no clarity on that. So look at that. The last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days just stuck in that area. S&P. So I think we're waiting for the markets to do something. We're sort of dripping down. So there's a lot of buyers in the market. They want to push up. You're getting the wicks. They're in the right area. They could turn around, but I need to see a doji or a small bullish candle. Same thing here. It's dropping, but reluctantly. Again, this for me is somewhat significant. If we finish with a nice bearish close to the low, we could see a correction further down. But it's only a temporary, it's a temporary move to the downside. Nothing here. So there's no setups on these ones. FTSE, nothing. DAX, nothing. S&P. I mean, this one's really trying to hold the ASX in Australia, trying to produce a bullish candle there within that region. Might hold. If it closes like that, we could see a move up next week. Maybe that's what's going to happen this week. It'll be a shallow correction and then it'll keep going. We'll see. Yeah, but it's not looking great. Now I keep skipping these stocks. I'm just going to run through them quickly so you can see what I'm kind of talking about. Amazon, a bit of a correction down wouldn't be a bad thing. ARC, bit of a correction. Glencore, there's just not a lot happening. Nothing happening here. That's showing a bit of exhaustion. Coca-Cola, it's just not a lot happening. BP looking a bit of bullish, but that's because of crude oils. You can every week you can see, I look at crude oils, then you look at BP and Exxon, and you can see that they're highly correlated. Okay, so it's just not a lot here. What's happening with Meta? Meta's stalling a bit. Nvidia definitely stalling a bit. PayPal not looking great. Tesla weak, coming down, but you know, coming down into those levels makes a lot of sense. Bonds are pushing higher. They would be pushing higher because of that, since they'll compensate for that. How are cryptos doing? Cryptos, yeah, today, bit of a down day for cryptos. Okay. So that is it. There's not a lot happening right now. So again, I think if I can tomorrow, same time tomorrow and Thursday, to see if we get something that triggers the market, but it's really not doing a lot. So if we kind of go and have a look at it on the lower time frame, so if we have a look at it throughout the day here, kind of that's all it's really done today, euro dollar, which means it would have been incredibly choppy. Sterling, nothing. They're just not doing a lot. Just see what I can do on this one. Do we have chart settings? Can I show the sessions? objects transfer, chart, display. Or was it this one? You can see the trading sessions. Anyway, not your problem. I think it's somewhere in colors and effects. It's somewhere else. But then you can usually see icons on price. Anyway, I'll go and have a look and see if I can switch it on. You don't need to be disturbed by that, but interesting to me to be able to see those things. Okay, anyway, not your problem. Just not, I want to see a line that just shows today, that the recent stuff. So this is what we've had today, not a lot happening. Has anything moved here? Yeah, look at sort of euro yen ticking higher. That's it. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you with it. We're done. But there hasn't been a lot happening. So for day traders, it's going to have been very tough. But that likely means that something, hopefully tomorrow, will kick it into gear and it'll start moving. Sometimes it does that. Just after a busy week, it takes a bit of a breather. Yeah, not too stressed about it. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with it. Thank you very much and have a good evening, and I will see you tomorrow. All right.